Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today's session is about international economic relations, basic economic issues in Pakistan. It is a part of previous session economic order. So let us start. Economic globalization. Globalization comprises three core elements: the expansion of markets, challenges to the state and institutions, the rise of new social and political movements. What is economic growth? Living standards measured by the real GDP per person vary significantly among nations. The poorest countries have average level of income. Productivity. Why productivity is so important? Productivity plays a key role in determining living standards for all nations in the world. To understand the large differences in living standards across countries, we must focus on the production of goods and services. What is economic growth? A positive change in the level of production of goods and services by a country over a certain period of time. Nominal growth is defined as economic growth including inflation, while real growth is nominal growth minus inflation. The economic growth is usually brought about technological innovations and positive external forces. Indicators: gross domestic products, consumer price index, inflation, trade deficit, employment indicators, the poverty rate, investment climates. The inputs used to produce goods and services are called the factor of production. How productivity is determined? The factors of production include physical capital, human capital, natural resources, technological knowledge. The factors of production directly determine productivity. How to catch up? Saving and investment. One way to raise further productivity is to invest more current resources in the production of capital. Investment from abroad. Governments can increase capital accumulation and long-term economic growth by encouraging investment from foreign sources. Investment from abroad takes several forms: foreign direct investment, capital investment owned and operated by a foreign entity, foreign portfolio investment, investment finance with foreign operated by domestic residents. Property rights and political stability. Property rights refers to the ability of people to exercise authority over the resources their own. An economy-wide respect for property rights is an important prerequisite for the price system to work. It is necessary for fuel their investment and secure. Some countries engage in what oriented trade policies avoiding interaction with other countries. Outward oriented trade policies encouraging interaction with other countries. Trade is in some way a type of technology. A country that eliminates trade restriction will experience the same kind of economic growth that would occur after a major technological advance. Physical capital per worker is the stock of equipment and structures that are used to produce goods and services. Physical capital includes land, raw material, and labor inputs, tools used to build or repair automobile, tools used to build furniture, office buildings, schools. Physical capital is a produce factor of production. It is an input into the production process that in the past way an output from the production process. Human capital per worker is economist. Term for the knowledge and skills that worker acquire through education, training and experience. Like physical capital, human capital raises a nation's ability to produce goods and services. Natural resources are inputs used in production that are provided by nature such as land, rivers and mineral deposit. Renewable resources include trees and forest. Non-renewable resources include petroleum and coal. Natural resources can be important but are not necessary for an economy to be highly productive in producing goods and services. Technological knowledge includes society understanding of the best way to produce goods and services. Human capital includes the resources expended transmitting this understanding to the labor force. Issues of Pakistan's economy. Problems of new independent state. Pakistan received 20% of territory and 90% of the population of colonial Indian. Weak industrial base, backward agriculture, insignificant trade, lack of public institutions, lack of transport and communication, lack of human capital, ultimate dependence on foreign aids. Structuring future of economy. The structuring influences the function of market and the access to resources pattern of ownership of productive assets, the role of state institutions that affect access to secure public goods and services and the policies to the adjustment lending. Role of agriculture sector, role of industrial sector, social sector, human capital, poverty ratio, basic health facilities, housing, community development. Missed opportunities in rural development. Various options for future development, discovering the local potential and resources, comparative advantages, joint venture with multinational, regional cooperation with India, Iran, role of facilitator and infrastructure. Recommendations. Not automatically translate of economic growth to reduce poverty. It is like a machine, not a house. Manufacturing sector can stimulate growth all around. public expenditure on education, health as poverty reduction strategy, reprioritizing expenditure by reducing non-productive, non-development expenditure. Economic growth and government policy. Government policies that raise productivity and living standard, encourage saving and encourage investment from abroad, encourage education and training, establish secure property right and maintain political stability, promote trade, promote research and development. Economic prosperity as measured by real GDP per person varies substantially around the world. The average income of the world's richest countries is more than 10 times that in the world's poorest countries. The standard of living in economy depends on the economy's ability to produce goods and services. This is the end of the session. Please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for next video. Any feedback, comments will be highly appreciated.